It's not uncommon for a lot of folks, especially celebrities out there, to want to maintain their profile online, meaning they want to avoid having trolls control the narrative. But sometimes, if you're a figure that is so polarizing, like Kathleen Kennedy and Disney Star Wars, Disney Lucasfilm, you might have to work overtime to keep things afloat. Today, we're going to talk about a recent entry at thatparkplace.com, Kathleen Kennedy's secret Wikipedia clash for the control of the Star Wars official narrative. Yeah, I would imagine over the years, as Wikipedia is a user input type site, that there has been a lot of, well, selective editing and scrubbing of things over there. And we're going to go into some of that today.
We got it all on UHF. All right, here we go, folks. We got it all on That Park Place. It's Lauren's favorite topic, Kathy. It's not really. Lauren's sick and tired of Kathleen Kennedy, and I don't blame him. Kathleen Kennedy's secret Wikipedia clash for the control of Star Wars official narrative. All right, Kathleen Kennedy's secret Wikipedia clash for control of Star Wars. It's out of That Park Place. Here's what it says. The internet can be an oogly place. At the same time, it's a bounty of wisdom, the repository of essentially all human knowledge, and even the location where many go for the officially approved narratives of our time. Rising out of the World Wide Web early on, Wikipedia not only became the destroyer of essentially every encyclopedia on the planet, it also became crucial in setting what is seen as fact and or fiction. As a result, maintaining control of what is said on Wikipedia pages is very important to very important people. Now, we can take a look at here, Lucas Star Wars Girl. Folks, I can't show you the whole thing because it's on the website, but if you go to this on X, formerly Twitter, you'll see the diminishment of every single trailer for Star Wars, how little interest there is. It peaked with The Last Jedi. Then we saw The Last Jedi, and we were all peaked off. We'd had enough of that. You can also see here the graphs showing the decline in ratings for basically every single Star Wars show or season subsequent, dropping all the way down to the fuchsia, I guess we'll call it, which is the Acolyte. Why does the fuchsia line for the Acolyte stop halfway through? Well, because ratings dropped so low that Nielsen no longer tracked it. That's how bad it is. Despite controversy surrounding her handling of the Gina Carano situation, an ongoing lawsuit against Lucasfilm funded by Elon Musk, dwindling ratings on Disney+, and the latest Indiana Jones movie having been one of the worst financial flops in the history of cinema, you might not know that reading Kathleen Kennedy's Wikipedia page. Well, I wonder why. Folks, we received an exclusive message. Here's what it said. Hey, Pro! I'm a listener of your channel and a reader of That Park Place. The article has been curated to avoid controversy as well to avoid mentions of South Park's joining the Pandaverse special, talking about Kathleen Kennedy's Wikipedia page, even when said controversies and criticisms are documented by reliable sources used elsewhere on Wikipedia. The chatter began in November 2023 and has continued up to today as of writing on October 24, 2024. I invite you to read her talk page where editors are actively clashing over the subject, as well as her history page where you can see the flow of revisions, which essentially, by the way, looks like time after time it being reset to a totally positive version of Wikipedia. You can see here, it says, I'm sorry, is there a question? Nemov says, my question is this article an advertisement or biography? I can't tell, da-da-da-da-da-da. And it keeps going where this Nemov character, and I'm not trying to assert any kind of motivation, but this Nemov character keeps basically preventing and thwarting anyone from making any change to the Kathleen Kennedy Wikipedia page such that it would be balanced. It's all positive. And how many revisions and revision attempts are happening? How much gatekeeping is happening to block any kind of actual, factual controversy from being posted on the Kathleen Kennedy Wikipedia page? Well, take a look at all these revisions that happened just in July and the beginning of August. Over and over again, restored revision, undid revision. It's not as if these revisions seem to be propaganda or attempts to damage Kennedy in an unfair way. They're just trying to put in there a balanced view of Kathleen Kennedy, mentioning some of these controversies. Not allowed. This is the beginning, by the way, of an investigation we're doing to find out, is this happening with other Disney executives? Is this happening with other Lucasfilm officials? We're working on it, folks. We're going to try to find, do these people appear in the revision histories across a plethora? You're welcome, Canadians. Plethora, Americans. A plethora of sources. We're not sure yet. We're finding it out. We'll let you know. But, Lauren, you and I did this topic before on the Pro Channel. You've had some time to think about it. What might you say about Kathleen Kennedy and the fact that her Wikipedia page is absolutely void of any negativity whatsoever, despite the fact the woman is essentially an aura of negativity manifested here on Earth?
Well, I like Spaceship Vampire's comment, which is that at Soviet Star Wars, movie watches you.
Yes, movie watches you in Star Wars now.
Yeah, but my opinion hasn't really changed. To me, this feels as though you've got a representative, probably of a PR firm or an image management consultant of some kind, that has got themselves into an editorial position there to make sure that the coverage is, at the very least, favorable and looking mostly like a CV of some kind. So I think that's kind of what this is. This is just image manipulation. And because you have a person there that is basically the editor for that article, he's preventing any kind of revisions being made.
Tom, your thoughts on Kathy not being too chatty on Wikipedia about her false failures and others?
Well, I mean, why would she?
Right, but what do you think about the idea that someone is blocking any attempt for a long period of time, over and over again, throughout at least the last year? You think it's Pablo? You think it's Pablo?
It might be.
Oh boy, here we go again. Could be a sparrow. You never know.
Well, I don't know if that would work for them. But yeah, it wouldn't help them out any. But like, yeah, no. At the end of the day, is anybody really surprised? I mean, that Propaganda Central is Propaganda Central. I mean,
isn't it funny, Tom, how once upon a time Wikipedia, the whole point of the thing, at least publicly, was to create a place where the public was able to generate a repository of human knowledge. And now it's kind of succumbed in some ways to this, where you get an established article. It's established in the way that the narrative is preferable to the person or the corporation that benefits from it. And then every attempt to modify it, should news break, is blocked. It's an interesting loophole they've found to manage this. And then, by the way, that becomes sort of the source of information for AI when you ask it, query it about a person. So AI, when it goes to look up Kathy, it's going to be like, oh, thank you for asking, Pro. Kathleen Kennedy is a wonderful producer with no controversies whatsoever.
Well, it even goes beyond the AI, right? It goes to the whole fact of like what we keep talking about on the political side of things, right? Because these are the quote unquote fact checkers, right? And what do they use for facts? They're self-produced bullshit, pardon my French, right? Like, or they're selective crap. Yes. Bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so like at the end of the day, it's more so done for those who can say, see, it doesn't say it here, so, or no, it says it here, so that makes it this. So it's like that, you know, they want to use it as a gotcha more so than anything. So that's what it kind of exists for anymore. It's not, it'd be nice if Wikipedia actually existed for what it's supposed to.
Wikipedia, Wokepedia, all the same.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.